Night has fallen the day after you guys left from Silverdown. Taking horses from House Dracovar's stable, you made good progress towards the city of Greytower, your intended destination. But, as night has fallen and the roads are dangerous, you decided to make camp. So, this night, what are your characters doing, if I might ask? Around you, you can see Kiera angrily scraping along her axe with a whetstone, sharpening it to a razor point, whilst Sir Leaf has Geoffrey the Bard holding up a mirror for him as he shaves, and Fenris is off somewhere bathing. You are in a clearing, perhaps 30 feet across, and a small campfire is built up in its center. You're about 100 feet off the road, hopefully well out of sight of any late-night travelers. So, if you all would care to do so, make a perception check for me.
Wonderful. 8.
An 8. Excellent job, Tommen.
26.
Significantly better, Roland. And Brecken?
Just skip me.
Just skip you. You lose your dice?
No, just searching for my sheet. There it is. Alright.
Fair enough. Okay.
30?
Wow. Alright then. Wisdom-based characters for the win. Both of you, in addition to what's going on at camp, which you're free to interact with at your leisure, you hear in the distance hooves clopping along the dirt road which you were taking towards Greytower. You can investigate if you like, or ignore it and hope it goes away. So,
I'll go
question...
take a gander at it. Stealthily.
Subtly, is it? Very well then. Give me a stealth check, if you will.
17 for stealth.
Alright, 17 for stealth, and then a second perception check as you near them.
Perception.
Indeed.
26 again.
Alright, 26 again. Alright. Well, unfortunately for you, as you near the source of these hoof falls, you step on an old dry branch that has fallen off, and snap! Echoes throughout the forest nearby.
That sucks.
Indeed. Approaching the road, you can see a pair of horses stopped on the side of the road. The two men mounted on them, looking around as if they are very worried, perhaps fearing a bandit attack. Both of them are darkly clad in traveling garbs and robes, but they are both armed, however. What do you do?
Well, either approach or leave.
Can we see what they look like? Like any discerning like marks or like weapons or like a banner or something?
That'd be a good idea, Tal, but you're not there, are you?
Nope, I'm not.
Fair enough.
What he said.
Alright. Give me a second perception check for micro searching.
18.
18. One of them you can see has red patch on one of their shoulders. You can't make out any details of the mark, but there it is.
Okay.
If you want, you can roll a history check to try and figure out who wears red patches on their shoulder.
6.
6. No idea. At all.
No idea.
6 total?
6 total. 3 plus 3.
Shit.
Yeah.
That's kind of embarrassing.
A little bit. But
Very
I
well
don't
then.
need history much. What?
So, Roland, do you want to pursue this investigation or return to camp?
Well, how well are they armed?
The lead one, a bit larger than his companion, has a pair of hand axes clapped to his saddle, and the man behind him, shorter of stature, almost to the state of being a dwarf, has a great sword slung over his shoulder.
2 hand axes and a great sword.
And you're a squishy mage.
He's a squishy bow mage. He's a squishy bow mage. But don't let that stop you. They could be friendly.
It could be, yeah. I mean,
Friends, we sort of need you.
Point. Yeah, I'm gonna go get backup.
Alright, so you return to camp where, as I described, your companions are loitering about. And, of course, the player characters are doing nothing of particular note, probably just sitting there, staring blankly.
Who's that sharpening the axe again?
Kiera is making angry face at her axe as she sharpens it.
Oh, the bodyguard. Right, yes. Wait, is that Kiera?
Yes, Kiera.
I don't know names.
Your wife. That's your wife.
My wife,
Fiancé.
yes.
You didn't quite tie the knot.
Huh? Well,
True, the marriage was interrupted.
we tried.
Definitely not bodyguard, though. That's,
Yeah, no, that's not the right person.
Do we have a bodyguard? I guess kind of, Sir Lee.
Kiera?
Are you talking to her?
Yes, I am.
Okay, sorry. She looks up and forces a smile from her angry face and says, "Yes, Ro?"
There are a few people off the trail nearby that look kind of suspicious. You mind coming with me to confront them?
Sure, I can do that, yeah. She stands up, pockets her whetstone, and makes ready her axe as she follows you. Although, you get the sinking suspicion if you want to take the two royalty, you should probably take someone else. Mayhaps.
Yeah. Tal?
Lest this becomes, the away team.
Sure.
Of, just the bridged crew. Alright, so, Tal and Brecken. Meanwhile, you're almost alone in camp now with just Leaf and Jeffrey.
Yep.
Alright, so, you three return to the side of the road and give me stealth checks if you care to do so, or approach openly.
I'd like to approach openly, but...
Ooh, not 20 for stealth.
Wow,
Okay, so-
alright, so, you are a ghost in the night, Talman.
So Roland can go ahead and, do his diplomatic thing. If that goes south, I'll just pop out of nowhere and stab someone.
Okay.
Alright. Well, Kiera's
Okay.
definitely anti-stealthy. She obviously found the exact same twig you step on, Roland, because she makes a loud crack sound as she stalks the
You
woods.
two are meant to be.
Well, yeah, nat
Yeah,
4.
just approach openly.
Alright, so, you and Kiera step out of the brush, and the two travelers seem to rear back. Their horses, in fact, almost throw them at your sudden approach. They both draw their weapons and demand to know who you are.
Well, that is an interesting question. For,
Always a conundrum, isn't it?
I think you should be the ones to announce yourselves.
Oh no there, traveler. You're the ones who come up on us. You tell us first, says the large man with the two axes.
Ah, true, but yours was the first group to approach ours.
I don't follow. We're just minding our own business when we hear cracks off in the woods.
When in doubt, confuse them.
Yay!
As were we, minding our own place. But then you approached ours. Not so nearly, to be sure.
The two men glower at you, and the large man says, "Why don't you go mind yourself off wherever you came from?
You might follow us.
Well, you might follow us." The man with the great sword sort of face palms behind you. Or behind his companion, I should say. And, pardon me, Roland? As you were confusing the living
I'm not
shit
telling
out
you
of
my name, you tell me your name. I'm not telling you my name, you tell me your name.
And back and forth, round and round we go.
No, it's true that we may follow you, we may follow us, but obviously you are a horse, and we not.
Ah, but you're coming out of the woods, and our horses can't follow that. This is approaching Monty Python. Alright, cool.
Having fun, Roland?
No, that's not entirely true. The trees are fairly well spaced.
Kiera face palms behind
I'm
you.
loving this. This is awesome.
And I'm just hiding in the bushes.
And responding to you, the man with the two axes says, "Well, they're spaced out enough so you could sneak up behind us at any time."
That's true, but yet again, the horses are faster.
Aye, but you're sneakier without a horse.
Sneaky, truly. And here I thought we were making such noise.
Yeah, but there's probably more of you off wherever you're from. And his companion with a great sword face palms harder.
We have a small village, and we're all quite loud.
So you come from the village of Loudenheim, then? He shakes his head and says, "God, this is getting us nowhere. Why don't you just get off the road?"
We are off the road. I say you, I thought.
Well, off the sodden path, then. Ah! The man with the great sword just shakes his head and starts clopping his horse around his friend. Kiera steps aside to let him pass as you two continue arguing.
I think Brecken is dying over here.
Yeah. Brecken's dying of a cough, and meanwhile the guy with the great sword is sort of going around you guys to continue on his way.
Feed not the trolls. Don't feed
I was just leaving.
Yep, he's just like, fuck this shit. He's going around. The guy with the two axes, however, is still right in front of you, trying to think, awaiting your next argument.
Ooh, question.
Yes,
over
Tal.
here.
Since you raised your hand, Talman. 16 for perception. Yes, you notice it. Now roll history.
Nat 20.
All right, then. Good job, Tal. After giving it a few moments' thought, you recognize this as the shoulder badge of the Army of the Heartland. In other words, the troops Aiden was rallying to go down southwards and fight.
Okay.
So, with that in mind, what do you do?
So they probably will hate us.
Most likely.
Right.
So,
Anyway, yes. Well, it seems your friend is going to be on his way. Is there a chance you join him?
well, I don't know. You stopped me.
I stopped you. You already stopped.
Well, yeah, because we were stopped because you were making. No, he stumbles on his words until finally he just crosses his arms and shuts up.
I nodded.
Fine, we're leaving. Goodbye. He says very crossly, and gives his horse the reins, and off they begin. Do you opt to follow them, or do you return to camp?
I'll return to camp.
All right.
Besides, as I said, they're horsed.
True. But you're sneakier. You are sneakier.
I am.
Yes, but if they're moving that fast, we can't follow them.
Ah, but you could follow them if you stuck to the trees and thus followed the curve of the road on the inside. Took a shortcut, as it were. But you're returning to camp, yes?
No, I'll follow them.
I see. Okay, then
Either
next.
I have to.
Do you join them?
Did you not get caught?
Do you join them, Tal?
I kind of don't have much of a choice.
Fair enough. Okay, stealth checks if you want to remain stealthy.
Would be nice.
Brecken decides to make a nice stew. Deer meat.
Meanwhile, as you do that, Leaf finishes shaving and sends Jeffrey off to the stream with the remnants and starts sharpening his own sword.
I've got a 19 for stealth.
19. Roland.
18.
He sharpens.
Kiera got a nat 20. She just sort of fades into the night. Alright, so you guys are all quite stealthy as you continue following them for about a mile, actually, following shortcuts you find in the road, until finally you come to a nearby village. The two soldiers stop at the gates, but exchanging a few words with the guardsmen, enter the town. What do you do?
Well, I suppose we could approach the guardsmen, but I'm not really sure that would work out very well.
Now, the town is walled, and there's about 20 feet of clearing around it, but it doesn't seem to be patrolled by any guardsmen on the walls, it is, so you could sneak in.
We could. I'm also questioning whether or not Ames is relevant to anything at all.
That is a good question, Andy.
Probably not.
Yeah. However, we were merely resting, so why not?
Sure, let's ignore possible character development, talking to all your friends, and go on with this.
Hmm. Yeah, well, I suppose we should look away to climb the walls.
I see. So, stealth checks to approach the town.
Well, we could just go up to the village gate.
Or that.
Or, we could just not get caught for, sneaking into the town and risk life and limb.
That's not good.
So what's it going to be, gentlemen?
The gates, then.
And by the way, Brecken, I'm sorry. You're just getting kind of left.
No, I'm cool.
Alright, you're just
Listening.
enjoying the shenanigans?
Yeah.
Alright, so gentlemen, is it going to be the gate or the wall?
I'm going for the gate. I don't really know what
Okay,
you're doing
so
anymore.
to the gate then. As you approach, you see two guardsmen, one at either side of the large gate, both carrying torches and heavy spears. Seeing you approach, they demand, as usual, "Who goes there?"
Weary travelers looking for provisions.
"Well, you'll find none here. The war's taken everything. Look elsewhere for charity."
Rest, perhaps?
I pat my coin purse loudly.
Alright, then, in that case, Tal, give me a diplomacy check.
Shit.
Well,
That one.
I see. The two guardsmen glower at you and raise their heavy spears, saying, "We don't take kindly to criminal scum here. Best turn around."
Criminal scum? Hardly. We're traitors.
"Traitors trying to bribe city guard."
Hardly. We bring coin and we wish to shop.
"And as we said, you'll find nothing too sharp in here. All our provisions are gone to the war in the south."
Hmm.
The two guardsmen wave you away, indicating that they wish you to be gone.
You would just have a flat of ale and a warm bed.
And diplomacy check, Andy.
16.
16. Well, let's see how they manage. They're going to roll resistance on that one. Grudgingly, the guards admit you entrance to the town, and though still keeping an eye on you as you enter, they give you no further trouble. In fact, they point you to the town inn, a nameless slop of a place, barely 4 or 5 rooms, you guess.
Hmm.
So, what now?
Still. Yes, good. Or rather, I would like to. I'll seek out the two soldiers that are called in here.
All right. Give me a perception or a nature check, because they're not readily visible.
Neither one, really.
15 for perception.
All right. And I guess Kiera can make that roll too.
29 for either.
For which one?
Either.
Pick one.
Nature.
Nature. Looking down in the mud covering the one street through the town, you see very fresh footprints and are easily able to follow them to the stables behind the mayor's house. A rather largish dwelling, perhaps 10 rooms in all, quite fancy for this part of the country. However, there are 3 or 4 guardsmen standing outside milling about, and as you approach, they tell you to be gone, that the mayor is seeing no one now.
Really, no one. Then where's the two that they just admitted?
The guardsmen look amongst themselves and say, "Well, have you been following them?"
Of course not. That would be unkind.
"Then how do you know they came through? You're not from the town." We saw you just come through the gate.
Second?
They saw you come through the gate.
Damn. Well, to be honest, they had a certain odd air about them. I wasn't.
You
wasn't
want to
really
talk?
Sure they were good.
The guardsmen tell you that you're one to talk and all glare at you.
Oh, they don't like you.
No. There is quite a difference between being stealthy and being evil.
Are you calling our friends evil?
No.
How do we know you're not evil?
I thought you were calling us evil.
Why, I think we should have the church come take a look at you. You could be demons.
Demons? Truly.
Are we in 16th century Britain?
Welcome to the Middle Ages,
times.
Mark. It's fantasy.
Yeah, so basically.
Middle Ages Germany, actually, but yeah.
I don't know if they cared much about demons anymore.
Well, after Vorgoth, that whole thing,
Yeah, well.
can't say I blame him.
Yeah, the whole Vorgoth thing sort of put people on edge.
Just a bit.
So, Roland, now that you're being threatened with Inquisition, what do you do?
Huh.
I back off slowly, considering they weren't yelling directly at me.
Damn it. Get
Yeah, that's right, Wingy. Back off.
I don't know who this person is. I've been cast under his demonic spell.
What? The guardsmen
Sold
all,
out, dude!
all grabbed their spears and started advancing on Roland.
So, lifelong friend and crown prince for this.
The guards all
Not to say that.
begin to surround you with their spears pointed. Realizing that she doesn't want to kill a bunch of peasants, Kira puts her axe on the ground and raises her hands. So, now that you've been utterly betrayed by Talman,
Curse you, Talman!
What?
Curse you.
No, I heard Jimmy say something, but I can't hear what he's saying.
sorry, you have utterly betrayed your friends. Congratulations, Tal.
Yep.
Yeah, it's right.
It's been a while. I'm sorry.
So, Roland, what do you do now that you're being surrounded and your fiancé has surrendered?
Let's either surrender or likely be killed.
Or run away really fast.
And abandon my wife.
She would
Fiancé.
probably come with you.
Fiance.
They don't exactly have hands-on with her yet. They're just surrounding you guys.
Oh. I grab her and run.
Okay, then. Make athletics checks. And Talman, what do you do as...
Athletics. Right.
I'm gonna go see what I can find out at the bar.
17?
17, not bad, actually. You grab Kira by the hand and start hauling holy ass towards the gate. However, the two men stationed there see you running, and though they didn't hear the conversation, they prepare their weapons. Give me a acrobatics check to dodge their sudden spear thrusts as you make your way towards the gate.
Acrobatics. Even better. I'm gonna re-roll that.
Action point.
Yeah. Better. 19? Actually, yeah.
19. Excellent. And let's see. Kira gets a nasty nick on the shoulder from one of the spears, but you dodge gracefully and leap out the gate. And there goes that side quest. So, Talman, entering the bar, you see 2 or 3 people sitting at the many tables arrayed inside. There's 3 tables and 4 or 5 people, let's say. It's well lit with torches inside, and it has a certain smoky odor mixed with the smell of beer and a bit of puke on the side. Seeing you enter, the barman waves merrily and offers you a seat at the bar.
I take it.
Alright. So, again, grinning at you, he asks, "What'll it be, pal?"
Just the house beer.
Good choice, good choice. And he signals to the tavern maid, who begins pouring and quickly approaches with a large tankard of beer.
Sweet.
Yep, it's frothy, and taking a sip, it is delicious. Homebrewed stuff, you can't beat it. So, having sat down, the barman makes a bit of idle conversation. So, how's it going then? New to town, I take it?
Sorry, I was thinking. Just passing through.
Business a pleasure then, he says, and certainly not intrusively, just idle conversation.
Honestly, just heading south.
Heading south. Oh, that's dangerous, friend. I'd recommend against it. The war is spreading, don't you know?
Yes, but to the west is the, what's that place called? It's,
Ghostwood?
yeah, to the west is Ghostwood, to the east is the Elvish lands, and as a Heron, I'm not fully welcome there.
Well, with those three options, I'd say head north, if you don't mind me saying so. Kilheim's lovely this time of year.
Ah, but I've just come north. I haven't seen south yet.
Well, very well, friend. Don't let me stop you, but it's your funeral. Just saying. So, as you sit talking to the barman, do you look around, ask him specific questions, or do anything else?
I'm gonna ask him what he knows about the war.
All right. He gives a mighty sigh and leans over on the bar and says, "Aye, terrible business. My two sons are down there fighting right now. The orcs and dark elves of the Alliance. Scum of the earth, I say. They just invade and invade every 20, 30 years. Just enough time for us to recuperate before they're on our throats again. I can't fathom what they do with it. Why they would want to fight us so much. Is it land or pillage or just slaughter, bloodlust? I'll never understand those non-humans. No offense."
None taken. I'd like to think that the Herons are a bit more civilized than the other races.
I'll say. Never met a Heron before, though. But then again, they don't start wars with everyone else, do they?
We tend to keep to ourselves, yes.
No, you're a Heron, is that right? The wings looked a bit more reptilian than I'd thought. Yes.
Common occurrence up in the Heron Mountains. Other colors, strange things happen sometimes.
Interesting, interesting.
Strange things.
Now I get to go draw rivers all over the map. Yay.
So, Tal, any other questions you'd like to ask Mr. Barman?
I'm gonna ask him, just idly, about this strange group of people called the Kingslayers that people seem to be whispering about.
Oh, aye. Kingslayers. God save their souls, man. We had 2 or 3 of them come through the town just not long ago, asking for recruits. Come to think of it, one of them's still here in the bar, if you go upstairs if you're looking to join. He says, almost conspiratorially.
No. I'm not looking to join. I was just merely curious.
Oh, my apologies then.
No, not taken at all.
And out of, quote-unquote, the kindness of his heart, he refills your tankard of beer free of charge.
Oh, nice. Yay, free beer.
Indeed. And make an endurance check, Tal, because you drank...
Shit.
Well, it's not poison, mind. It's just a bit heavy beer, as it were.
Ooh, yeah. 21.
21. You're feeling
22.
the slightest...
22, yeah.
You're feeling the slightest bit tipsy, a little tingle in your fingers, but that's all. So, what do?
I know, I'm thinking, I'll just, ask, do you know how many people the Kingslayer got to join their cause?
For the sake of the viewers who just missed the last half hour of content due to technical difficulties, Talman betrayed Roland and Kiera inside a small hunting village, and following this, Roland discovered a small trap door hidden in the forest into which Geoffrey and Fenris apparently fell. Preparing to make their way down, we rejoin our heroes. So, quickly, Brecken, you see Kiera and Roland just outside of camp. They seem to be just standing around, looking at the ground. What do you do?
What's up, guys? What are you staring at? What's going on?
Finish fell in a hole. And you somebody to go after her.
Well, she's toast. Let's go.
Wow.
I don't have any rope.
I can hear that!
Well, it's not like I can fly. I don't have any rope. Anybody else got any,
You can
suggestions?
fly.
Leaf coughs
I can't
slightly
lift
and
her.
says, "You could transform into a bird, you know."
I can't lift her.
Well, at least you could get down there.
Yay?
It's better than her being alone. Would you like to be alone in a dark cavern?
She's got Geoffrey, right?
We don't know that. She doesn't know if Jeffrey's down there or not.
Hey, Geoffrey, are you down there?
You say as you approach the hole along with Leaf. You don't hear a reply.
Okay, fine. I'll shift into a bird and then go down there.
Flap, flap,
Can't
flap.
see anything at all.
Yeah, that's also a problem. It's pitch black down there.
Don't I have, like, a bonus to perception since I'm in animal form or something? I don't know. I'm
Not
an
too...
eagle. I'm an eagle.
Can eagles see in the dark?
Yes.
Seriously. You're the wildlife major.
Owl. How's that go?
There we go.
Don't you have
Okay.
fairy fire?
As an owl,
Yeah, but I can't spellcast in...
No. Well, you gotta...
so, as an owl, you're able to see in dark
Yeah, then
vision
it'll waste my
and make
daily.
your way down the shaft. There, you can see a large pile of rocks in a roughly circular formation around the floor beneath the shaft. Fenris is sitting on the ground looking up at, presumably you, though you know she can't see you. And you don't see any trace of Geoffrey. Also, Fenris is butt naked because
Jeffrey's
apparently
cobalt
someone...
jerky, guys.
Also, FYI,
Well,
Fenris is butt naked because
Guys,
someone stole
stop
her
shutting
clothes.
up, so we stop caring about Jeffrey.
I care about Geoffrey.
Blah, blah, blah. You're alone there.
When can we roast him?
Well, we have to
Okay.
find him
I
first.
suggest we eat Jeffrey.
God damn it, guys.
You have to find him first,
That's
though.
true. And then we can strip his little lizard skin off and, like, use it for gloves or something.
So anyway,
You make lizards.
I wonder if that would give you a bonus.
Bells.
Arriving at the bottom,
+5 to style.
you see Fenris sitting on her ass, and no trace of Geoffrey. It's a relatively large, surprisingly so, brick building you're in almost. The walls are made of stone, but the floor is earthen, and you can see a passageway going north from where you are. Indeed. So, what do?
Can I tell her to follow the sound and then head down the passageway?
You hoot. Hoot, hoot, hoot. And somewhat alarmed, Fenris starts flailing around. Hello, who's there?
Yep, she's fucked. Sorry, guys.
Wow, Erica. Wow.
Really?
Yep.
She's your friend, Erica. You're a bitch.
Yep.
That's my job.
Okay.
Do.
I don't know. Can I try and, like, steer her towards the northern passageway?
OOC GM suggests, why don't you just shift back to human form?
Because then I can't... Because that's my daily.
You're not. I thought you were just using animal form. Not skittering
okay.
sneak.
Owls aren't that small, Erica.
Especially like the big,
I don't know,
5
elf
foot
owls
one.
are tiny. They're like...
Anyway, assuming
But
you want
didn't
one of
specify,
those.
So we sort of assume like barn owl or horned owl.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'll shift back and be like, hey, I'm here to save you. Alright.
And before you can do anything, Fenris leap hugs you in a big, gigantic bear hug. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze.
Okay.
Oh.
She loves you.
Okay. Too much love. Let go, Fenris. Let go.
Alright, she lets you go, and staggering back, you are finally able to breathe again, released from her bosom, and stepping back.
Bosom.
Thanks for the memories, Fenris. So,
Thanks for the memories. That was beautiful.
So Brecken's a boob girl?
well, if Rhea's an ass girl, then, let's balance it out, guys.
That'd be super weird if all this time she's been hitting on Leaf and then suddenly realizes she's a lesbian.
Suddenly, Brecken,
Yep.
everything feels right in your life. You know that you were meant for Fenris.
Please, she's mine.
You can share.
Yeah, Talon don't do that shit.
Talon
don't
wanted to
think
do
so.
that shit with
Brecken's
Amron.
a one-wolf girl kind of thing.
Just awkward.
Wolves don't usually have that polygamy life.
Then again, wolves usually aren't lesbians, but
Yeah, there's also that.
Yep. So anyway.
Pretending none of that happened, or do if you care to. What do?
Yeah, so, let's head towards the Northern Passage. There's a random tunnel in here that's kind of, to our, yeah,
Yep, you
to the north, like...
point
to our
out where
left.
it is, but still, Fenris can't see, and she says to you, Brecken, could you transform back into an animal and guide me out? I can't see anything.
I can indeed. Hey! I could shapeshift into a fox, but she could hold onto my tail, and we could walk out like friends.
She smiles at you, or sort of at a 40-degree angle away from you. Sounds like a plan.
It's a brilliant plan. Alright, let's do it.
No one said it wasn't. Just the way you said it was weird.
Friendship
It's
is
magical.
amazing.
So,
It is magical.
as you shift back into a fox now, you allow Fenris to grab hold of your tail, and you begin walking down towards the passage. And you're able to go about 30 feet down there before it's a sudden gap, as if a chasm had formed right through the hallway, and you can see a river flowing down below. As you approach the edge, you hear, "Help! Help!"
It's awful.
Leave him!
Looking over the edge of the
Down the
chasm,
chasm.
you can see Jeffrey hanging on by a bit of dirt, his fingers clutching the edge for dear life.
Leave him!
Steph will kill me if I don't fall up the little lizard
help! Brockham!
thing. How
You
long is
want
my
to make
tail?
him into boots.
Pardon me?
The gloves.
Pardon me,
Yeah,
Brecken?
but I need his body to do that.
Yeah, but you're right.
So, Brecken, what were you asking?
How far down is he, and how long is my tail?
He's about 5 feet down, and I have no idea how long a foxtail is, so you tell me.
Usually about 2.5 feet. I think.
Alright, so he's 2.5 feet out of reach.
Alright.
Or about the length of his body.
Alrighty. I'm gonna have to... I'll shift back into human form and be like, okay, here's the plan. Jeffrey's down there. Fenris.
So
And
I
I'm gonna
heard.
need you to hang on to me while I lean over the edge of the cliff and get the Kobold Bard. Do you think you can do that? Can you haul us both up there? Do you have that kind of strength?
By your tail?
Fenris flexes her muscles, which bulge slightly, and yeah, you definitely think Fenris could do that. Fenris could probably haul 3 people up that cliff.
Damn.
Yeah, Fenris is a strong girl.
These maps are useless.
Okay, so... Yep, let's do it.
Alright, Fenris grabs hold of your waist and helps you lean down over. And Jeffrey actually does have dark vision, so he can see you, miraculously.
Yay.
So he sort of tries to put a hand up, but he just can't quite reach you. So I need you to make an endurance check to stretch yourself out to get him.
Alrighty. Let me find my D20 here. He's placed it again. There we go. Oops. That wasn't good.
Oh, by the way, Erica, how tall is Brecken, just as an aside? Isn't she like 5'5" or something?
I think I didn't write it down.
Alright, how big do you want her to be?
Hold on, let me check. Maybe I have it in another file.
Well, don't worry about that then. Let's just move on. We'll assume she's like 5'6" or something.
Character log. There we go. To find. She's 5'4".
Alright then. Wow.
He's short.
Yeah.
It's bigger than Erica, but...
I don't have her age on here, so I think I was assuming she was a little younger.
She's
'Cause she's younger
definitely
than you
at
guys.
least
You guys
young.
are almost 20, and she was born like 3-4 years ago.
She's she's
before
no
or
older
after
than
you guys?
20 years. She's no older than 19 years old.
Yeah, no older than 19, so.
Anyway, so what's that
So
endurance
that's
check,
growing.
Erica?
Beg pardon?
Endurance check.
Oh, right. That's a 20?
All right,
Yeah,
20. You stretch yourself out, and with a bit of help from Fenris, are able to finally grab hold of Jeffrey's hand, and now a strength check to haul him up. And Fenris is going to mirror that as well.
Yep,
Wow.
Jeffrey's gonna die.
Oh well.
Yep, definitely gonna die. 3.
Wow. Lucky for
Yeah.
you, Fenris is able to haul both of you up all by herself with an 18 plus 6. So, yeah. You all fall down in a pile on the opposite side of the gorge from where you assume Jeffrey came from. And thus, you saved a Kobold Bard. He runs up and slings his arms around your neck. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
A 6 HP Cobalt Bard that only sat really once in the party. Yay.
He has
I
Bard
gotta watch
Song
out for my Pegasister.
and healing.
She'd be sad.
So anyway,
Yep.
so now that you've rescued Jeffrey, you need to somehow make your way across the chasm. You could, of course, just jump, but your companions, at least Fenris, is going to have a little bit of trouble with that. Being blind and all.
Yeah. Can I shift into a bat and kind of investigate the area? See if there's
yes,
a
you
broken
can.
down bridge or something.
Yes, you can. And shifting into a bat, you do see that there's the remnants of a bridge at the bottom, but it's been collapsed so long the wood's rotted through.
Crap. Are the ropes still functional? Do you think that
No,
they'd be
the
structurally
ropes...
sound?
In fact, looking closely, you can see that the ropes are cut neatly, as if someone sliced them down. Also, give me a perception check, Brecken.
17.
17. You see a small latch or lever on the opposite side of the chasm. It's almost built right into the brick. So what do?
Clicky.
Alright, you fly across and smack your head against it until it clicks. After receiving a mild concussion, you hear a rumble, 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 rumble. And suddenly, shink! You hear a shink, but you don't see anything.
There's Jeffrey.
Jeffrey does not see anything. Fenris obviously doesn't see anything. So you heard something as like metal sliding out from a sheath, but you don't see anything at all. No change at all whatsoever.
Invisible bridge?
Maybe. What do?
You've got echolocation as a bat.
Yeah, let's do that.
Alright. You echo, and sure enough, it bounces right back at you. There's certainly something in between one side of the chasm and the other.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna fly back to my companions and be like, hey, so I flicked this lever, and it appears to my bat echo-sensitive ears that there is an invisible bridge Who wants to go first?
I call bullshit, says Jeffrey, crossing his arms.
I guess I should probably go first, considering, if I fall through, then I can shift in midair into, like a bird and be okay.
And still blindly sort of flailing around, Fenrir says, just guide me across. I trust you, Brecken.
Oh god.
Okay. Back to the fox method.
All right.
Grab my tail.
Oh shit, son, says Jeffrey as he kind of steps back, waiting for you guys to fall. Alright, and miraculously, you don't fall.
Yay!
It's difficult, and the invisible bridge is definitely wobbly, but you don't fall to your deaths. And seeing you cross, Jeffrey very skittishly begins crossing on all fours, and makes it across with you. So abandoning you for a moment, Talman, let's come back to you. You're still in the cavern, having abandoned your friends. What do?
So I still hear nothing from the other rooms, right?
You hear nothing from 3 and 4. 2 has deep snoring, and 1 has whispering.
I'm gonna go downstairs and leave the bar.
Alright, you do that.
What side of the building are the windows to those rooms?
Considering how small the building is, all of them have windows.
Wait, what?
All of them have windows, and rooms 1 and 2 are on different sides of the building.
Okay, do I kind of figure out where room 1 is on the window?
Yes, it is the only one that has a light still on in it, and it is on the back alley side.
Perfect. I'm gonna try and, silently, fly up there and maybe peek in.
Give me a stealth check. Should be relatively easy.
21.
21. You don't make a sound, and getting up there, you can see just a small crack in the curtains, and going up, give me a perception roll.
Ooh, nice. 22.
A 22. Peeking through, you can see 2 darkly clad figures, Kingslayers by the look of them, having a small dinner between the 2 of them. And they're talking still quietly amongst themselves, barely a whisper, so you can't hear them from your distance.
So I definitely won't be able to hear them.
Probably not without a really high perception check.
Let's see.
Alright.
That works out. I guess I'll just try for a really high perception check.
Alright then.
Ooh, maybe. 24.
24. You can pick out a few words, Grey Tower, Visiris, Expedition, but no more.
Okay. Can I get a good look at the 2 people?
Yes, you can. Looking in, they don't have their face masks on or anything. One of them is what appears to be a half-elf female, fairly pretty and fairly young, but armed to the teeth, her swords lying at her side. And the other is a Heartlander male, very large and very buff. Beyond that, they're not terribly distinguished features. The girl has dark red hair and the man has dark brown. Both have blue eyes.
Okay.
So, what do? Or if you'd like to think, we can go to Roland.
Yeah, give me some time to think.
Alright, so, Roland. You and Kiera are, as yet, along with Sir Leaf, I believe, sitting at the top of the shaft. You haven't heard anything from your friends, and you didn't hear them say anything about leaving. So, as far as you know, they might have been hurt or even dead.
Wow, everyone's just leaving Rome tonight.
Huh.
Kira's like, I'll never leave you. Duh. No, but so what do you do, Roland?
Yeah. Well, you went down there?
You don't hear an answer.
Nope.
No one hear what it spats.
Okay,
And wolves, in fact, foxes and kobolds. Oh my. Alright, so no, you don't hear any response of any kind, even the snarky one.
Right. I guess we'll go down there and try to find them, and get stuck in the process, or not. I mean, the wise thing to do, I guess. Well, there's the three of us left up there, right?
Yes.
Me, Kiara, and Leith.
Yes, that's correct.
Oh. Okay. I guess Leith. I want you to stay here and listen and listen for them and just watch to see if they may come back. Kiara and I are going to look around and see if we can find another entrance.
Yes, my lord, Leaf says, bowing to you. And as you begin to exunt the shaft entrance, Kiara offers her hand to you.
I take her hand.
Daw. Alright, and so you begin searching around. Give me a perception check.
Perception, okay. 21.
21. You search about 100-foot radius, but you don't see anything. You'll have to widen your search and thus make it harder to find things.
Okay,
Try again.
I do that. 21.
21. You don't find an entrance per se, but you do, searching around in one particular area, not far from the river in fact, find what appears to be an old abandoned watchtower. It's crumbling and covered in moss, but it otherwise seems relatively benign.
Well, that's something. Let's go. I'll go inside.
Alright. As you approach the door, Kiara unslings her axe and tells you to follow in after her. And
Okay.
nudging the
First.
door open. Well, yeah, the strong barbarian goes first, surprisingly enough.
Right.
Again, Andy, you're a squishy mage.
You are a squishy mage,
Yeah, I keep reading that.
and your wife or fiance does not want you to get stabbed to death.
Yeah.
There's also that.
So, entering, you see it's basically completely unfurnished. Any objects within have long since been removed, save for crumbling bricks and an old rusty longsword hanging up above the door. There were stairs leading up to the top at some point, but they've rotted away long since. Would you like to make a perception check to investigate further, or would you like to leave?
Perception. 19.
19. You don't find anything of particular note within. Anything inside, so
Okay.
what do you want to do?
No trapdoors, no stairs down.
Not with that check, you didn't find anything.
Yep. Right. I can knock again.
Not unless something changes.
Okay. I'll look around outside the building.
All right.
Anything out there?
Perception check.
That's a bit better. 27.
27. You find a slight indentation in a straight line leading out from the watchtower, as if perhaps there's a tunnel underneath it.
I follow it.
Alright, you begin following it, and after it takes about 2 sharp turns along the way, you find yourself rapidly approaching where Sir Leaf is standing.
Right.
So, Brecken, real quick, back to you. You and Fenris and Jeffrey have just made a 90-degree turn, and ahead of you seems to be a large chamber, perhaps 20 foot by 20 foot, and in the center of it is a small statue. Facing you, you see it's almost demonic in nature, Large bat-like wings and horns protrude from its fanged face, and green emerald eyes look at you, burning with fire within. Even Fenris says she can see them.
Jewels.
Let's take it.
Yeah, nothing
I am
bad
not
can happen.
nothing.
Take
No.
all the jewels, you'll be rich.
I'm good.
Yeah.
Let's try and circle past it as far. Yeah, I'm giving it a wide berth and head to the opposite side of the chamber. Try and exit.
Let's go punch it. I don't like its face.
You're
All right,
not
as
there.
you begin to edge your way around,
Hi,
Fenris gives your tail a little squeeze and says, "Maybe we should investigate it. That could be our way out. Maybe it opens a portal or something. I don't know.
Something tells me that's a terrible idea.
I know, but do you see any other
Which
doors?
way should do it?
Do you
Which
see
way?
any other doors, Brecken?" She repeats, almost nervously this time.
Can I roll dungeoneering?
Yes, you can. I
Oh
don't know
my
what
God.
for, but okay.
We're actually using that skill?
Holy shit, right?
26
26 to do what?
to figure out whether the statue could be a trap.
It could very much so be a trap, or it could just as easily be a mechanism to get you out, as looking around, you don't see any other doors.
Well, worst comes to worst, we can always take off running, I guess.
Back the way you came and jump in the chasm!
Yep.
Oh, yeah, though, so well.
Yeah. Alright, let's go investigate the demon statue thingy.
Alright, approaching it, you get the odd sensation that its eyes are following you, watching you.
That's normal.
Yep, that's totally normal. Oh, by the way, are you in fox form or human form? Because
I'll
now,
assume human form.
probably a good idea, because you can see its eyes now. It's giving a very slight light to the room. You can't really see much, but you can definitely see the statue. Though Fenris still has your hand, and she's holding Jeffrey's hand in her other. So, as your little human and kobold train approaches, you almost feel like the statue's smiling at you now. Its mouth definitely seems wider than it was before.
It's going to eat me.
Nom 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 nom
Yep.
nom.
Shit.
So, what do you do?
Poke it.
Poke. You poke it, and your finger sort of bends upward as you touch it, the stone holding firm. Poke.
Damn.
So, having poked it, nothing happens. What do?
Well, guys, looks like we're trapped down here for a good long time.
Why don't you, like, Arcana or something on the statue?
Maybe you
Yeah.
should turn it, Fenris says.
Maybe what?
Maybe you should turn it or lift it up.
Okay, I'll try that.
Alright, which one? Pull it up or turn it around?
Turn it.
Alright, as you begin turning it, the statue begins laughing maniacally, but as you turn the statue, and it does seem to have a pedestal underneath it made for just such a thing, the doorway you came through turns with its gaze, slowly shifting around in a circle, following along the wall.
This puzzle.
Well, as you turn the door around, it passes through mud and dirt, until eventually, after about a 90-degree turn, it settles on another passageway, this one earthen and leading down.
Okay. I'm gonna go to the mouth of the passageway and, like, try to see if I can smell anything, or is there any fresh air coming out of there?
Alright, as you leave the statue and go towards the door, the statue chimes in, "Thank you for using demon doors. Please shop with us again."
Wow.
Anyway, approaching this passage, you can't smell much of anything other than musky earth and possibly a few dead animals along the way. It definitely goes quite a ways down, however.
It's not quite the direction we need to go.
No. But then again, it is always darkest before dawn and furthest down before up.
Yeah.
And those
We might
who
lose
shine in
background.
darkness are fluorescent.
Yep.
Yep. So, what do you do, fluorescent one?
Hmm. Yeah, I'll take the passage.
All right. You, Fenris, and Jeffrey begin descending down the passageway. However, behind you, you hear a shink as the door closes behind you, shifting back to a different direction. Uh-oh. So with that in mind, the passage goes quite a ways down, perhaps 100 feet or more. And arriving at the bottom, you see the lake rushing, or rather the stream that you saw at the bottom of the chasm rushing past you.
Perfect.
All right.
Water's got to go from somewhere. So if we follow the stream back up to its source, we might hit the light.
Mm-hmm. Unfortunately, there's no passage to either side of it. It's just what the tunnel it's going through is just wide enough for the lake itself, or river itself. You could try to swim upriver, but that could be difficult.
Yeah.
And God knows what'll happen if you get swept away.
Yeah. But it's the only idea I got right now, so... Well, I could fly over the river, scout it ahead, and then be like, hey guys.
Could do that, but that'll take a while.
Yeah.
And your friends are worried about you.
Alright, let's start swimming.
Alright. As you explain your plan to your friends, Fenris says, "Why don't you let me go first? You guys can hold on to me. I'm stronger than either of you."
Yeah, but I can shift you into a fish.
Fine, but that doesn't help Jeffrey.
Yeah. Good point.
Come now, take his skin.
Yeah, but then we'd have to, like, gut him and clean him there, and then I don't have anything to preserve said skin with.
Oh my God, what are you talking about?
You've got anatomy.
What?
Yeah, okay, let's
Fenris
swim.
stares at you
go
with
first,
horror.
Fenris.
So, if you want to change into a fish form, maybe Fenris can handle Jeffrey all by herself, or you can help her along. What do you do?
I'm going fish.
Alright, go fish. Get a +5 bonus to your athletics check as you swim upstream.
I'm a fish.
Interesting. What'd you get?
Oh, I didn't know I was supposed to roll.
Athletics with a +5 bonus to your roll.
Nat 20!
Wow, alright, you just like dart up that shit, bitch. However, much to your dismay, immediately upon setting foot in the water, Jeffrey is almost swept away, just barely able to hang on to Fenris, who grabs a rock, herself unable to make it up the current.
Sorry guys, I'm a fish. Fuck you.
Wow, really, Erica?
Raging bitch. Alright. Well, Fenris is going to try and do something, I guess. Wow. Nope, the current's too strong even for Fenris, and she's barely not getting swept away. So, do you leave your friends to die, Erica, or do you go back to help?
No, I'm gonna go back and help him.
Oh,
Aww.
that's so nice of you.
Alright,
Alright, so how do you help
let's
him
just get swept away, guys.
Seriously?
I'm gonna tell Fenris to let...
You're a fish.
Yeah.
Blub, 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 blub.
Why? Why, Bracken?
Because the water's gotta go out, otherwise this entire cavern would be flooded. So...
Unless a wizard
Let
did
go.
it. Unless a wizard did it.
Wizard, yay.
Alright,
That
assuming
would be
that's...
so typical for you guys. My God.
I know, right? Okay, but anyway. Do you get... how do you communicate that idea to Fenris, or do you just go by their hand?
I turn around and start going the opposite direction.
Alright, you allow yourself to get swept away. Fenris watches with alarm and lets one of her hands go to try and grab you, to save you. Nat 1! Fenris loses her own grip, and all three of you begin hurtling down the stream, and eventually a waterfall! Yay!
Whee!
Down, down into an underground lake you go.
It's going somewhere.
So, make an acrobatics or athletics check to avoid taking damage.
Hey, wait, I have a +5 to
Yes, you
athletics
do.
Because of fishness.
You're a fish.
Wow.
26.
Well, alright, all three of you manage to avoid getting hurt until eventually you wash up on an island in the center of the underground lake. You see a boat heading towards you from the lake shore, a small lantern hung upon it.
Hurrah! Civilization.
Not quite, it's only a lone figure rowing towards you, gray skinned with large eyes. You hear him
God,
mumbling.
let's go.
Right now.
Anyone ever see that movie, The Descent?
No.
How about the Lord of the Rings?
Yeah. That's what I was
Please.
Gollum! Gollum! The creature coughs, rowing towards you.
Ooh, so
How
it's
about we kill it and take its boat?
or his ring.
Alright, so
We're asked to go on his boat.
as it approaches, turning back to human form, you could try to attack him, and he's almost ashore now.
Say hi.
Or say hi.
Well, it's 3-on-1. So I'm pretty sure we're just gonna, like, kick his ass off the boat.
Alright, so do you.
Why I asked you as his boat? Why senselessly murder him? Really? Let's be the good guys.
After a long pause, Fenris says, should we just kill him?
Yes! I knew I liked her.
I think we should. He doesn't seem...
I think we
Normal.
should politely ask him first, and then we can kill him.
Okay.
Good compromise.
I'll
We're gonna end up late anyway.
Jeffrey
Wait.
shouts.
Idea. Find out where the hell you are first.
We're underground.
Anyway,
How do
so...
you about that?
That's all I
Advancing
need to
upon the boat, the strange gray-skinned figure sees you approach and pulls a dagger from his belt. Gollum! Gollum! You won't take my precious!
know.
You will not! He brandishes the dagger wildly. Stay away! Stay away!
I
Like
pull
it.
a ring off of my own finger. Say, is this what you want?
I don't want your damn ring! Get away!
What?
Damn, I thought that would work.
Yeah, me too. Alright, let's
Right then, Fenris says, and stepping up, punts him right off the shore.
just...
Yep.
I like this
One
too.
solid kick to the crotch, and he goes flying.
Same here.
So, pile you into the boat, or do you look around first?
She just played kickball.
Yes, she did.
What's off
Is that Andy?
football?
Mm.
Yes. It says,
Blah, blah, blah. We've always had questionable morals. You act surprised by all of this.
you got a point, but as rolling.
It's Gollum, Andy. You have seen Lord of the Rings, right?
Yeah.
Didn't we watch it at his house?
Yeah.
You do have a critical lack of knowledge about your location now.
Anyway, however, you are in a boat now.
Oh.
You're on a boat.
Yay!
So,
I don't know how
do you
to-
row back the way the creature came, or do you go exploring?
Let's go exploring. Yeah, let's go exploring.
Alright, give me a perception check as you row around in a large concentric circles.
Whee! I'm on a boat. I got 16.
Alright. You don't see anything of particular note, and give me a second perception check real quick.
I got 14.
Alright. Well, in that case, much to your surprise, the gray-skinned creature leaps up into the boat, still brandishing his knife.